So as discussed, all that stuff's going to happen right now.
Hurry up, squad!
Go deeper.
Ammo, materials, poke out the door,
It's already hard enough to hear you with all that trimonite around.
motion sensor,
Comms to those caves, but keep your eyes peeled.
med box. As soon as I pick up the med box, he'll stop getting stressed.
Motion tracker deployed.
Alright, let's go over here.
On it.
Materials, more materials, another door to peek through. Alright, backing up. Looking at the map. He's coming into the room. So we're going to play peekaboo around this. I don't want him to see me. There's also a body here for me to collect, and another body over here to collect, the question marks. Okay, is he leaving?
Don't get too comfy, okay?
Alright, he left. So I'm going to try and pick up these question marks.
On it.
Move on!
Paying attention to what's going on. Alright.
Double time!
So, we don't know where we're going, because we have no map visibility. I know where we're going, but as a player, you don't yet know where you're going. So, we need to go out, we need to find where we're going. But I know we're going to go north-ish. We're going up to, like, here. But we can't go directly, because there's a chasm with a one-way bridge, so we have to go around the long way.
Stay on, Marines. On it.
Spawner. Now I'm going to want another motion sensor here. So let's put one down.
Deploying motion tracker.
Okay, we're paused right now. Yes, there's stuff for me to collect over here, but they're too close. So, no need to cause hunts if I don't need to. We'll pick it up at some point. There's ammo here to collect.
Move on!
Let's grab the ammo.
Motion tracker deployed.
I have multiple signals. Let's see what's inside.
Now this is an open space. They can see us across this chasm, right? This is a big hole, or I think this is high feature, low feature, right? High feature, low feature. They can see us across this gap here. So just be aware of your geographical environment. There's also another guy patrolling up here. So we're gonna get into fights. It's almost unavoidable down here, right? So just understand that it's unavoidable. So don't panic and get upset like, oh no, I'm in a fight. I didn't want to fight. Sometimes it's unavoidable. Putting another motion sensor to keep expanding my circles of motion track. Now there's a guy right here, right there. But he's moving this way. So he's going to have obstructed vision. I don't care. We had a blinking. There's a guy like up here, if I remember correctly. So we're kind of stuck between a bunch of guys. We're going to get into a fight soon. This is that chasm I was talking about. So this bridge is down. This access terminal will raise the bridge again, but it's on the opposite side of the chasm. There is no panel on this side. So I'll be able to create a path here, but I got to go around to do it from the opposite side. Okay, so I can't get this body. I can't get, there's other stuff to grab. I mean, I could grab the stuff over here, but I mean, I can get it on my way out. So we're going to continue going counterclockwise.
Setting up motion tracker. Motion tracker deployed. More signature spotted.
Okay, guy on the ground here. But there's a guy patrolling. He's right around the corner.
Come on, kid!
Look at that thing on the wall. This place freaks me out. I did not sign up for this.
That's substance. Busy little creatures, huh?
Enough sightseeing. Stay focused. They can come from anywhere.
Alright, now that they're done talking. Spawner, right here. A couple of material crates to pick up, and there's a body on the ground here to pick up. Okay? But there's a drone that we partially saw right around the corner. You can see the white dot. Plus there's another one over here. So there's like an alien here, and there's an alien up here somewhere. So yes, I want to pick up the materials and whatnot, but do I want to get into a hunt right now? So paying attention to what's going on around me, we're going to decide. We either pick it up now and risk getting into a fight, or we don't and we run up here and take this path around to avoid this guy that might be coming down this way. Alright. Okay, I think we're good.
On my way. Let's
Now,
see what's
he
inside.
could come this way. Yep. Alright, fight. Okay, whatever. Now, this is a spawner. So do I want to back into this corner and fight here? Concurrently, this is an area that they cannot move into, right? This is a non-traversable terrain. So, but it's there's no cover. There's no low cover or high cover. So I have perfect line of sight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back into this corner here, because I can shoot them across this way, as he has to go around the long way to get to me. He can't come straight at me. He has to go around the long way. Plus, I have good visibility on this spawner, or as good as I can get. Plus, I have visibility across this gap. This is nothing. Across this gap to this entryway. So, from this point here, I have really good coverage. Now, something I might do is set up a turret pointed south, in case anything comes out. Alright, I have a turret on me, so that might be something I do. But other than that, yes, we're in a hunt, whatever, I don't care, it was unavoidable. But this is an amazing tactical position to be in. Alright, so no need to panic, no need to waste all my command points on grenades and shotguns and whatnot. Because I'm using command points for my motion trackers, so I think we're doing good right now. So again, I'm going to back into this corner, maybe set up the turret pointing south, but that's it. I think we're good to take out everything. We have 7 ammo because we've been picking some up. We're laughing.
Good job, guys.
Alright. As mentioned. Remember, he cannot shoot through physical objects. So why put it this way? Let's put it like that. Waste not, want not, right?
Deploy sentry gun. They're headed our way. Sentry activated. They got us. Contact. Good job, guys.
Check your vitals, squad.
Alright. Everything's dead. So yeah, we're good. Everything's dead. No need to wait for the hunt to finish.
Roger. Packing sentry gun. Sentry pack.
So because we've killed everything, there's nothing left for the moment. I'm going to search this
Hurry
body.
up, squad.
Then I'm going to go north. Grabbed a tool out of that one. Now this is another dead end, and I think this is a spawner if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right here. So I'm going to grab these materials and this ammo. So more ammo.
Let's see what's
It's going to be up to
inside.
8.
I don't hear him anymore.
We're clear.
Okay, then we're going to run through here and go up.
Got something on the track.
Okay, guys down here. Oh, didn't mean to rotate.
Move on.
So there's a spawner.
Hurry up, squad.
Roger.
There was a question mark on the map. Go over here, pick up another tool.
Drone spotted. Let's see what's inside.
Alright, you... Okay. Another hunt. Oh well, whatever.
Good job, guys. Come and get it. I'm ready.
I need more motion sensors. I forgot to cover this area. So I'm gonna move forward and place one over here to get this area. Once we take care of this guy.
Contact!
Take a break. Watch that
Mine is bigger!
So, yeah, this will do right here in this corner. Ish.
Deploying motion tracker. Setting up motion tracker. Motion tracker activated.
Alright.
Move on.
Another ammo up here to pick up, so we'll be up to 9.
Hurry up.
Another med kit.
Let's see what's inside.
And nothing else.
I hate that place, man.
Alrighty. And the hunt's almost over. So, I already know, but just to show you again, left clicking on it. Oh, we want to open. Oh no, there's a pop-up. Warning, boss fight, right? So, I already knew that this was going to be a boss fight, so new and revisiting players, right? You don't need to sweat. They warn you, boss fight. So I'm going to hit cancel, and then I'm going to prepare. Now this hunt's about to end, and we've killed everything on the map. There's nothing on the map. I mean, there might be like one drone that just spawned, but they're too far away. So I don't need to worry about too much coming from behind me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my turret aiming inwards towards the door to shoot at the boss and all the little ads that are going to be in the room. Anything coming from this direction is going to get shot. Concurrently, I'm almost at full command points, so I'm likely going to stand around picking my nose, waiting for my command points to get to max, just because I know it's a boss fight. Right? In case I need to use my incinerator, which I brought, if I want to place down a mine, which I might do, I might put a mine right at the door. Right? If I want to use my grenade launcher, right? Like any of my command abilities, that'll be the use of my command points. So I'm likely going to try and stand around deliberately wasting time to get command points. Now that being said, if I do that, time is moving forward, so more spawns will occur on the map. So if and when we do trigger the door and we're fighting the boss, we're going to have more than one. So if there's only one guy on the map, we might have like 4 or 5 that'll come running from behind me. So waiting for command points might make my life more difficult. Alright. So, a little to column A, a little to column B. What do I want to do? So, turret placement, obvious. I'd like to put down a suppressing fire. Flare is a nice to have. Because flare gives, I think it's like 5 accuracy bonus to all Marines shooting in that area of the flare. So they all gain +5 accuracy. But it would be my last command point. It would be nice, because again, I don't have an ability to remove alien embryos from facehuggers. So if things go bad and one of my Marines gets a facehugger, I cannot rescue them. I can't save them. They're dead. So having a command point to spare would allow me to shoot a grenade or a flamethrower, incinerator, to deal with the low hit point enemies that are crawling on the ground. I would like a mine at the door, though. But I don't have more than 2 command points at the time. So, do I want to have a bunch of guys coming at me from behind, or I'm going to deal with 2? And I don't have a retribution meter much yet, so I can't even trigger that to help me right now. Because I just came back from, this is a new deployment. So, you decide for yourself how you want to tackle this. The squad's looking good, right? We got ammo in all their rifles, right? They're at like half, 3/4, through 3/4, roughly. I mean, I know it's 6/10, but whatever. Sure, they got major trauma, minor trauma, major trauma, minor trauma, or sorry, vice versa, major trauma, minor trauma. So yeah, the pyromania. I mean, I have a med kit, so he's doing nothing. There's no stress generation from that guy. He's afraid of aliens, so he's always going to get stressed, right? Like we already looked at that stuff. So you decide for yourself if you would prefer to wait, gain command points, lay mines, gain more command points, make a big minefield, right? Like you do you. In my decision this time is I'm going to put the turret and I'm going to trigger the door. Then I'm going to drop my suppressing fire and I'm going to save 1 command point for whatever the situation allows me or needs me to deal with. Likely I will, we're going to get hits. People are going to get hit either from behind or the queen's going to, spoiler, the boss is going to come forward and melee attack us. So we're going to take hits. Hopefully she doesn't grab one of my Marines, pick him up off the ground and rip him in two. Like in the movie Aliens, what happened to Bishop the android. Yeah, that's one of their abilities they can do. They can one-hit kill your Marines. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I think you can interrupt it with an explosion or a shotgun. I think if she starts that animation, you can interrupt it via those methods. But ideally it doesn't happen. So we're going to try and back away. So when I place my suppressing fire, I'm going to place it in such a way that maybe up here, so I can retreat, walk backwards. It'll pivot around this point and maintain coverage of this area, if that makes sense. All right, so I can back away. I'm going to start off here so I can shoot in, but as she gets closer, I'm going to back away and maintain suppressing fire on her. And of course, we're going to have to contend with any drones coming from behind. That's just the situation I'm dealt with. So, turret, suppressing fire, save one command point. Fingers crossed. So I'm going to hit cancel so I can set up. So I'm going to pick this because it allows shooting upwards. Now there's a dead zone down here. Yes, I'm aware of that. If enemies come to the side, my turret is going to die. I have tools to repair it. I'm not overly concerned. Well, I am concerned, but it's either that or I rotate it to the left to cover this spot, but then this is a whole dead zone up here. So as my squad is going to be walking backwards, if she closes the distance, I'm just going to have to YOLO her without any support, in addition to anything coming from behind. So I'm choosing to have my turret cover this half as opposed to this half down here. Fingers crossed it pays off. But it's a risk. Alright? So in addition to this, I'm going to move my squad as discussed down here.
Take a break.
Okay. And we're going to lay down suppressing fire. Now I'm going to put this in the middle-ish of the room because again, my intent is to move up. So it's going to pivot around this point. So kind of like I'm paying attention to what the pivot will look like. So I think that'll do there.
Suppressive fire!
Alright. My one command point. I'm going to wait for the turret to finish, then I'll access the door.
Shh, listen. I think we're good.
Now, don't forget, if I've got tons of tools back at the Otago. There's still more to pick up. Tons on the map, first floor and down here. So I could consume one of my tools to deliberately gain 2 command points. That's this ability here. Spend a tool, get 2 command points. So that's an option too. I could put my mine down, spend a tool, get 2 command points, throw a flare, so I'll have both a mine and a flare and still have 1 command point left. So that's another option I could do right now. I'm going to choose not to. I'm going to see if I can do it as is. All right. Remember, there's an autosave. There's a save file created when you trigger this pop-up. All right. So when I hit continue, there's going to be a save file. So if everything goes pear-shaped, we'll reload back to this point, and all right, then I'll use a tool maybe. Okay. So not a problem. All right. We'll see how we do. All right, everybody's got ammo. All right, we've got tons to spare. All right, we have the incinerators, right? We have grenades. right? So we have options.
All right, let's see what's in there.
Okay. So it's forcing us to move forward. He's pivoting around, looking backwards. We got the cutscene. I like this one, so I'm just gonna not skip it. Alright.
It's even bigger in the slaughterhouse.
So it's hijacked my camera right now. Now I have my camera back. So because it was scripted and it moved me forward, he's looking the wrong way with his suppressing fire. So first I'm going to rotate my map back the way I like it. And I'm going to get them back in position. Now, alright. In retrospect, I probably should have waited to put the suppressing fire down. Because he's in suppressing fire right now, he's not going to run. So even if I double click my squad to run, 3 of them will run, 1 will walk, and he's going to be aiming backwards. So that's just the reality of the situation. So knowing that, I'm going to not run, I'm going to single click walk, so these other 3 will shoot. He's not going to shoot because he's looking the wrong way. But at least I'll have 3 shooting. They're all going to move back. This is going to pivot, rotate back the direction I need. It'll slow her down in any ads that show up, and there should be some. Yeah, and we have 1 command point left. Okay, as discussed, I'm going to move north.
Come on, Katie.
Ugh. Okay, I'm going to move south. I'm trying to keep her in suppressing fire. Now, see, it's a facehugger right here, right? Like, if you were paying attention, there's a facehugger there. I think I saw there was another one down here, I think, somewhere. They're hard to see when, unless you know what you're looking for. It's just a lot's going on. And I know she's super dangerous. She can one-hit kill, as described, but so can a facehugger, right? Because I don't have an ability to remove embryos. So, yeah, panic's starting to creep. Well, not panic, but, concern is starting to add. Why? Oh, I didn't finish setting up my turret. Okay. We might reload. I interrupted. I was too fast. That's that symbol here. The turret is not fully deployed. It's partially deployed, so it's not helping. Alright, that was my mistake. I'm probably going to reload. I'm going to prioritize the facehugger. There's 2 facehuggers. Alright. I'm going to use a command point. Do I want the grenade? Okay, let's do the grenade. I mean, there's shotgun too. But I'm going to use the grenade.
Grenade!
Alright, I'm pretty sure we killed the 2 facehuggers. Now, there might be more, which is why I'm not prioritizing her. Plus, there may be drones coming from behind. So, again, I want options. I'm not prioritizing her. But we're backed into a corner with a turret that's not deployed. Yep. But we do have a command point. So I'm saving my command point in case she picks up one of my Marines. I'll have the ability to use a shotgun blast and hopefully interrupt her animation for one-hit killing my guys. Alright. Took a bunch of hits. But we did it. Alright. So, Deep breath. Okay. Breathing. We are at full retribution also. So, even though I was being hit in the face, alright, I have a Marine down, he's wounded, right? So I've got, these 3 Marines are at full health with 1 armor pip each. The guy on the ground, I can't, with this angle, I can't really see what his status is. Likely because he was getting hit in the face by the Queen, he might be hurt. Now, I could use medkits to heal any physical wounds that he may have. But I also have Retribution, which is full and will replenish 2 hit points. So those are options. I'm at full command points, so I may or may not trigger this immediately depending on how hurt he is, because I still have to get out of here. I'm in the back ass end of the map, and we're in a hunt, and there might still be facehuggers, there might be drones coming from behind, so we're not out of the woods yet. We gotta get out of here. So I might save this. It depends. When I hit spacebar and cancel this, we'll see. But ultimately what I want to do is I want to see if anything's coming. If nothing's coming, I'll cancel my suppressing fire and I'll pick up, well, I'll finish deploying my turret, then I'll pick up my turret. So even without a turret, so I had no turret helping in that fight, I was still able to kill the Queen with no turret and only 2 command points. Right? So it's very doable. You know, even though I was talking about maybe using a tool for 2 additional command points, putting mines down and flares and all the rest of it, I used 2 command points, but we're at full 3, and I had no turret. So it's very doable. And I was backed into a corner. I was like she was whacking me in the face, right? Like dude's laying on the ground right now. He's down. So it's doable. I don't see anything on the map.
Next job's on me. Now let's see if someone survives it.
Alright.
Oh, and if you find Gallagher, make sure to check those access codes.
Okay. So he's down.
Something around.
Alright. So in this case, because I don't have a medic, I'm unsure if Retribution will wake them up. But they're out of hit points. Full down, they got a wound, their arm is wounded. So even if I got them standing again, unless I use a med pack, they cannot, which I cannot use a med pack, because I would need that medic ability, which recovers from coma, the defibrillators. So because I don't have a medic and I don't have that ability, I cannot recover him from being downed. So I don't know if Retribution will wake him up. If it does, he likely will only have 1 arm and be able to use a handgun. So we'll see. Now, I'm going to finish with the turret. Actually, the turret's done, so we're going to pick up. Then I'm going to allocate one of my Marines to carry him physically. Now, that means I'll be down half a Marine, in essence. So the Marine that is allocated to carry him will have one of their arms being used to support and carry the fallen Marine. So they're only going to have 1 arm free, so they're going to only be using their pistol. So that's what I mean about being down half a Marine. I'll be down to 2 rifles and 1 pistol.
Packing sentry gun.
More signals incoming.
Aliens coming.
Sentry pack.
So in this case, because I know they're coming right around the corner and we're in a hunt, I'm going to redeploy the sentry tower in this corner, aim this way.
Deploying sentry gun. Sentry almost ready.
And this time, I'm going to finish deploying the turret. I'm going to wait to pick him up, so I have 3 rifles. Now again, I have full command points, so I have options. Like we're in a hunt already because of the fight. Alright. He's trying to abduct. It was a risk I took. So He's dead. That's why he doesn't highlight. So this one's dead. So my 3 Marines are trying to shoot him. If I don't interrupt him before he walks around the corner, he's going to try and go back to one of the spawners, right? I think there's one right here in this corner. If an alien of any type manages to physically grab a human and get all the way back, walk all the way back to a spawner, they will leave the map with the human. You will lose them. They're considered dead. You know, they went to a different hive. They were cocooned on a wall somewhere else. They're gone. Dead. So, yeah, this guy's knocked down. He's in a coma. He face-tanked the queen. And now he's abducted by an alien drone and might become impregnated in a cocoon. So yeah, we're trying to deal with all this. Can I use a grenade? I can't. Because, again, there's a Marine in the blast area. Even though he's in a coma, the game won't allow me to potentially blow up my own guys. So I cannot use grenades. So I'm going to move, I'm going to walk, because running disables shooting. I'm going to walk forward, because I know he's going to go this way. Because that's the closest one. There is another one back here, but this is the closest one. So he's going to walk this way. He's my priority, so if more drones show up, I'm going to ignore them, because this is my priority. Priority. So if more come, they're going to face, in melee, more alien drones. This could keep going bad, but I got command points. So we're going to move north to try and follow him around the corner. I really have no choice. He's my guy carrying my incinerator. That's why it's grayed out. Neuron is unconscious. So I don't have the incinerator as an option. Because he's the one carrying it. So I do have shotguns. He's kind of in the outside range. I don't know if that's enough to interrupt him. So we'll see. And that being said, waste not, want not. So I got 2 guys shooting, because one has mines. So the 2 shotguns are both blasting. So I'm going to consume 2 command points, shoot 2 shotguns at extreme range to get between 5 and 10 damage each. So between 10 and 20 damage from shotgun blasts. Shit. Marine was killed. Alright. So, I don't mind saves coming. You know, again, this is not intended to be a challenge run. This is a fun run. So when a Marine dies, their body will have dog tags to collect. The dog tags reflect their level and experience. So it's not always going to be 2 experience. It might be 1 experience. It might be 6 experience. The more leveled and more experienced the Marine is, the more experience that is in the dog tags. When you collect the dog tags, your entire surviving squad gains that experience. So in this case, if I collected it, each would gain +2 experience points. Only these Marines. Okay? Now, as discussed, I intend to save scum. Because it's a fun run for learning purposes, so yeah. Most recent save, which should be right outside the boss fight door.
He blacked out.
Oh, okay, so the most recent save was after the fight, with my guy in a coma. Okay. I could reload the save before the boss fight. You know what, since we're saves coming anyway, let's do that. The one right before, because my turret wasn't deployed. Right? So, finish this.
Deploying sentry gun. Sentry activated.
Alright.
Move on.
Now that that's set up, and I'm also not going to initiate suppressing fire yet, so my guy's not in the room looking backwards. Now that I know that that's going to happen. So, open door.
Right now. Alright, let's see what's in there.
I don't know why we're down to 1 command point. I should be at 2. But the save only gave me 1. Right, because we entered the room with 2, but for some reason I have 1. So I think the save didn't save that I was in a suppressing fire, so it canceled the suppressing fire in the save file. So that was a wasted command point. So now I'm going into this fight with 1 command point. But the turret is set up.
It's even bigger than the slaughterhouse.
My camera's hijacked. Now my camera's back. Alright. Rotate screen back to north is north. Ish, right there. Now I can run, right? So we're going to run out of the room quickly. As soon as I get out of here, I'll be able to set up suppressing fire sooner, because she had a lot of time to advance when my suppressing fire was aimed the wrong way. That's why she got so close so quickly. Now that I don't have that problem, I can run, set up suppressing fire sooner, so she'll start slow down like here-ish. That all being said, it'll consume my last remaining command point because the save file screwed me. So I will not have the benefit of the grenade launcher that I used last time to kill those face huggers. I don't have it. So I'm also keeping an eye on my retribution meter. It's not ready to trigger yet, but we're in a fight. This will change to infinite onslaught soon, in just like a brief second when I unpause it. So we're going to start gaining retribution. So once that hits, I very likely will trigger it, so I can get additional command point regeneration. So I have that option for a grenade or flamethrower or whatever. All right. So this is all what's happening concurrently because the game screwed me out of a command point. But at least my turret's set up now. Alright, pressing the X key. Again, I'm paying attention to where the pivot point is. So now that the turret's set up, I can now move north and back away, knowing that the turret's going to shoot her in the back. Alright, so with that in mind, with the intent to back away, I'm moving my pivot point, say here.
Suppress the fire!
Alright, no command points now. So we're going to unpause, and as the fight progresses and she gets closer, we're going to start moving north as discussed. Keeping attention to retribution to trigger it, to get command points when I can. I have nothing I can do. I could spend a tool on command points, that is still an option. But I'm going to try not to. Notice how she's slower. There we go. Nobody got downed this time. Right? Full health, 2 armor. Full health, 2 armor. Full health, 2 armor. Full health, no armor. So she hit him once, he lost his armor. That's it. That's all I've suffered right now is armor loss. Much better. Turret's not damaged, so I got lucky there too. So my turret's still in functioning order. Now I don't remember, I think we did shoot, yeah, there's a facehugger dead here. Looks like there's a facehugger dead here. So I'm gonna unpause, I'm gonna look at the map, I'm gonna leave suppressing fire for a quick second. I'm just gonna see what's going on. I may leave the suppressing fire enabled and walk into the room so he turns around and aims this way. Because if you remember last time, we had like 3 guys come from behind. So I'll have my turret, and I'll have suppressing fire. So I'm not going to cancel this, because I have no command points. So I'm going to keep it enabled, because I can turn around and aim the other way at any of the guys coming from behind. Alright? So, again, I'm going to open up the map, I'm going to see what's going on. Concurrently, I'm going to start moving the squad down to this position, so they're looking in the room, just in case there's another facehugger. Not that I'm worried, because I got a turret to shoot it. So let's start that. Open up the map. Nothing. Nothing.
Next round's on me. Now let's see if someone survived the beast.
Oh, and if you find Gallagher, make sure to check for his access codes.
Come on, get these sign up.
Okay. I'm pausing. There's white dots on the map. So, where is that? This is the revealed spot here. Looks like a little jagged W. That's this W right here. So, they're right here-ish. So there is a spawner down this hallway. This is a hallway right here. So down this hallway, it goes around a bit of a bend, it curves up. So there's a spawner here, and it looks like 2 drones came out of the spawner, and they're right around here somewhere. They're going to continue around the hallway, and they're going to come up from behind. My suppressing fire is aimed this way, but my turret is aimed this way. Okay, so I'm going to move them back out, put the suppressing fire looking back in again. Alright, always pay attention to the mini-map, right? The mini-map will tell you what's going on. Alright.
Come on, team.
Same plan as before. Leaving the suppressing fire. I'm pivoting it around. I have a command point now. Nothing on the map. The hunt is going. Because we're in a hunt, I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm gonna leave the turret where it is. I'm gonna leave the suppressing fire. I have access to retribution now. There's nothing on the map.
You can't stay here.
I do want a sentry tower in this area.
They lost your track, squad. Good job.
Okay. So, I'm gonna place my sentry tower. Sure, right here.
Deploying motion tracker.
I'm gonna collect my turret,
On my way.
and I'm gonna cancel suppressing fire now. I have a command point available and retribution as well. There's nothing on the map. We already looked at the map. There's nothing.
Hurry up, squad.
So, our current mission objective is to grab these 3 cocoons. There's an egg here. Alright, you can see it with flashlight. Alright, so I need to deal with that first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blow it up with a grenade, which will use up my command point. I can't kill the human, so I need to move it there.
Grenade!
It's gone. Alright.
Where's the real pretty shit now? Come on, team.
Oh, there's another egg up there. You saw it partially see me. Alright. I have no command points. There's loot here.
There's something around.
Okay. I don't know if the egg's gonna see me. Okay. So this is a tool. You can tell by the cross, right? The screwdriver and the wrench. And this is a rectangle box. So this is a turret.
Right
So
now.
I'm now going to have 2 turrets. I have a second turret now. And an additional tool. Once I get a command point, I'll throw a grenade and I'll kill this other egg right here. So I'm just going to stick around. There's a guy over here. If he gets too, I might set up the two turrets. I have 2 now. Might set them up over here, aiming this way. So let's just do that. Yeah. Put them back here. I'm going to have 1 cover north.
Deploying sentry gun.
And I'm going to have 1 cover south. Ish.
Set. Almost ready.
Then I'm going to run down this hallway and let him die from the turrets, so I don't cause another hunt.
Come on, team.
Got something on the tracker.
Hurry up, squad.
Alright. While I'm here, I'll search this question mark.
On my way.
Materials to collect.
Let's see what's inside.
Alright. I know there's a spawner up here. Right here. But there's materials.
Let's see what's inside. More signatures spotted.
Shit. Ha! Alright. He jumped to the left, his right, and now he's melee attacking. I have tools to repair, but but that's unfortunate. So I'm now gonna sprint back, and I'm gonna initiate a hunt to save, if I can, my turrets. It's just bad luck, bad placement, whatever you want to call it.
Come on, King.
Drone spotted.
Focus fire on target.
Right now.
So I'm not going to pick them up because we just started a hunt.
Get up, sweetie.
But I have a command point, so let's get rid of this egg.
Send out an approach.
Alright, it highlights red.
Grenade.
Alright, that face hugger's gone now. And I'm just going to wait out this hunt, which might be an onslaught.
That gun is a frickin' lawnmower.
We might get an onslaught out of this.
Check your vitals.
Alright, checking map. We got one guy coming. Do I want to be here when there's an onslaught? Not
Take a breather.
really,
Watch that stress, squad.
but I might not have a choice. Yeah, I got 3 guys coming. I really don't want to pick up my
Got
turrets.
something on the track.
They're clumped up.
More signals incoming.
Take a breather. Watch that stress, squad.
Tango, straight ahead.
I have a command point. Pressing tab. We're in an onslaught. Where are they? Oh, they're coming right from here. So they're all going to come from this direction, with the exception of this one guy. That's not part of the onslaught. He was just a patrol guy that's coming. So he's going to die easy. It's one alien. But the 7 will... Okay. It may be more than 7. So remember, we're in Planetary Infestation 2 now. We're not in level 1 anymore. Planetary Infestation level 2 now. So we're likely going to get more than the 7 we were seeing before. Alright? And they're going to be coming up this hallway here. Most of them should go straight for us. Some of them might be clever and go around. But mostly they're going to come from this direction. I have 1 command point, so I'm going to put suppressing fire down this way. Yeah, like that.
Suppress the fire.
Alright, it's out forward, so I could potentially move over here, rotate around the pivot to aim this way. It's an option. I'm out of command points again, but I do have a tool that I could use for command points. And I also have Retribution that I can now activate for command points. Alright, everybody's full health. And all of them have full armor except 1. And I have decent ammo, I have lots to spare. I'm looking pretty good. Right? So 9. There was 9 circles, right? So we're Planetary Infestation level 2. So now we're not getting 7, we're getting 9. Alright, but they're all going right into my 2 turrets, my 4 Marines suppressing fire. They're all going headlong into death. 1 guy went around. Okay. Pausing for just a second. I think we have just 2 left. Yeah. This guy's missing a limb, right? You can see his legs up here. So he's crawling. This guy's not. So he's crawling. I'm gonna prioritize kill him. And I think that's it. That was the only one left. Or the only 2 left. He's a bit close, but got no command points. Again, I could trigger Retribution, but I'm full health. Do I care if they lose some armor?
Take a breather. Watch that stress, squad.
There we go. Onslaught's over. So, I'm going to leave this set up. I'm just going to start sending guys out to
They lost your track.
fetch these cocoons.
On it. Got a survivor.
So, chest burster.
Hey, we got a live one here. It's the vet. He's all right, just unconscious.
Get McNeil out of here, squad. We need all the help we can get.
Hey man, if that ever happens to me, just shoot me, okay?
The director's here. He didn't make it.
God damn it! Does he have his codes on him?
Yep. Patch you through, Sarge.
Okay, got it. Opening the importation log right now. Hold on, this could take a few minutes.
Alright, squad, we've done what we could. Join me for extraction.
Sergeant Winky, if we want to learn more about that infestation, we should collect some samples on that specimen. It looked unique. That Leia creature, perhaps.
Well, we saw how they jumped to save the big critter. It must be really special to them. I guess it's worth a try. Go get that sample, Marines.
Okay, so everything that happened. So we had one guy in a cocoon. He had a chest burster come out. That's what they were shooting at. They failed to kill it, so it's slithering away. Concurrently, this one here was the colony director that we've been looking for with his personal data transmitter embedded in him with his codes and yada 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 yada. That'll allow us to access his logs. That'll tell us where the shipments of the cargo containers that had xenomorph eggs in them, where they came from. Which we're going to find out in a moment. They came from Berkeley's dock, which shouldn't be a big surprise because they clearly state when they yammer what they're gonna say is that Berkeley dock is the main shipping hub and there's a bunch of train lines leading it. Like, I don't know. Powers of deduction are weak with these people. So he had that. This one was the veterinarian that we had up on the first floor that was grabbed in the vent. So she was dragged down here and put in the wall, but she's not been impregnated yet. So we managed to save her. Well, if we can get out of here with her. And then we'll get an additional physician.
Damn it. Gotta lose some weight.
Alright.
Hang in there, man.
Let's pick up my turrets.
Copy. Packing sentry gun.
Let's cancel suppression.
Move on.
Sentry packed.
So because a Marine is carrying somebody, movement speed is reduced. Can't run while carrying. So even though I'm sprinting, 3 will run, 1 will walk.
There's something around.
So I may not run a lot because I don't want to leave him behind. So it's a lot of walking now. Now, I've already collected all the materials up here, so I'm pretty good. I'm going to carry on south. This is that drawbridge I'm going to set up. Now I want another motion sensor over here. Now that I have a command point.
Deploying motion tracker.
Carry on south. There's a spawner up here, so I'm paying attention to the minimap.
Setting up motion tracker. Motion tracker activated.
Alright. What do we got? We got a body over here. We got a med over here.
I have multiple signals.
Anything else? Nope, just a bridge.
Move on.
Okay.
Let's see what's inside.
So, if a hunt is triggered... Now, again, there's no high cover here. They can see us over this chasm. So if they do and it triggers a hunt, they cannot reach me from here. They have to go all the way around the long way. So if that happens, I can set up my turrets here, aiming up towards this door, because they all have to come through here. Now if I raise this drawbridge, they can come at me from both ways. Right? So that's why I'm not doing it yet until I'm done collecting loot. Remember, he's walking, he can't run. So, but I'm paying attention because we have one that just came out of that spawner, the one that's just up here. He just spawned, but I also got another one right across this chasm, right here, which might trigger a hunt. So I'm deciding what I want to do. Alright, I have a command point. We just finished an onslaught, but our next hunt might get us a crusher on the map. Alright. We just need to get across this bridge, maybe gobble up some loot. Right? Loot. And make our way to the elevator, right here. Elevator right around this pit right here. That's all we got to do to finish mission objectives. Alright. So I'm going to wait for this to finish. We're going to see what happens. Alright, there's nothing blocking vision. Like, there's little I can do. There's nothing to hide behind. That guy that was behind us. Now I might use my command point on a shotgun. We'll see. Alright. Hunt is triggered. I'm going to set up turrets, just in case.
Deploying sentry gun. Sentry almost ready.
That gun's a freaking lawnmower.
Sentry activated.
Got him. They're looking back at me.
Okay, they gotta go around the long way. So we might not. Well, it depends how quick they move. But the Crusher is likely.
Bring them down.
Check your vitals, squad.
Oh, we crit. He died instantly. He's got a critical hit.
Oh yeah, smells good.
Check your vitals, squad.
Another critical hit. So the hunt's likely to end. Well, it will end soon. I don't know where the Crusher's going to spawn, so that's what I'm looking for.
Good job, guys.
Face it, we're doomed.
Right there.
There's a crusher somewhere. Be careful.
More signals.
Listen, I think we're good. Why
Alright. So, he cannot reach us. He has to go around the long way because of this chasm. Now, my turrets are not going to steal the experience because they're facing the wrong way. We've killed everything on the map during the hunt. My turrets are facing to protect my rear. Pretty good position.
Kill that bastard.
Alright. I have one command point, so I can throw a grenade. Alright, we didn't do much damage. Another hunt was triggered, obviously. I mean, it was unavoidable. He's walking out here. There's no cover. Drone. Now, in this case, I'm choosing to lower the bridge, or raise the bridge, right? Because we've killed everything on the map. We know there's one drone that we just ran by. It's somewhere. I think it's over here. And then there's the Crusher, right? That's it. That's the only things on the map. So I'm going to lower the bridge, pick up my turrets, and maybe turn them around. If they change directions, I'll place the turrets again facing this way, so they can help with the Crusher.